Oh, hey, I didn't see you standing over there. Yeah, just got done with the Power Move week, and we gave Monday a pod. We gave Tuesday a pod. We gave Wednesday a pod. We gave Thursday a pod. And now it's time to give Friday a pod. And that's just what we're going to give you. We're talking a new segment, never seen before, permanently going to be on the Power Move podcast. Mows of the Week, in there. Pro advice, in there. And don't forget about it, because we're going to ask you to listen again on the Power Move podcast. This was Dougie Fresh. Thank you for listening.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we are live
live
from the Shag Carpet Shack here in Columbia, Tennessee. What's up, everybody? We got Chase Blanchard.
We got Doug Lucanen, and this is the Power Move Podcast.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are live. You know what time it is. We're powering you up with the
Power Move Podcast.
And we got that Star Spangled Banner all the way up. We've got it on repeat, and we've pretty much blown out our vocal cords.
We have Star Spangled spanked our vocal cords tonight, boys and girls.
They're Dunsky, but we power through because you're on the Power Move Podcast. That's what we do.
That's what we do here in the Shag Carpet Shack, Dougie Fresh.
Exactly.
So if we sound really raspy and sounds like we've been yelling, it's
because we did
have.
it for America.
We did for America because we're Americans.
America,
greatest country in the world.
Americans, boom, there it is. And if you're not in America and you're listening, we still did it for you because you're listening to the
Power Move Podcast.
So we're pumping it in to those Mows of the Week.
Mows.
Again.
Uncle.
Every time.
Mo.
This segment is reliable as the clock that never, ever stops.
Nope.
So here we go. The Song of the Week.
Pew, pew, pew.
You powered up, getting you in a mood. Chase, tell the people what is your Song of the Week.
My song of the week, it just continues the good vibes all the way around. It takes you from level 2 to level 20 on a scale of 10. That's right. It's the newest hit single from Mr. Sam Hunt himself, Hard to Forget. Woo! It's a bop. There's no other way to describe it. It's a bop. It just makes you bop. It makes you feel good. I listened to it on the work this morning, 5:30 a.m. Strong. Guess what I did on my way home from work? On my lunch break. I listened to it on the way on my lunch break. With the windows down. Look, guys, Song of the Week is not necessarily meant to motivate you. It's
not every time. Yeah.
Not every time. It's meant to bring positivity in every single way, but that can be in the form of happiness or motivation, or both. And today's Song of the Week, happiness all the way. Hard to Forget. Just listen to it, roll the windows down, jam out, get some fresh air with COVID-19 setting in place, and listen to Hard to Forget by Sam Hunt.
Boom. There it is. It's a bop. So bop it, pull it, push it, do whatever you
Twist
do to it. All those. My song is about being backed into a corner. Sometimes you get backed into a corner or you find yourself in a rut in which you feel you can't get out of. Well, you might have your back against the wall. So my song is Back Against the Wall by Cage the Elephant. It's pumping out there. It can help you level up, get out from under, all the pressure, all the things that have you backed into a corner, and fight and go forward.
Woo!
An honorable mention to also help.
Oh no, you didn't. Honorable mention?
It's coming out there.
He can do that
Because there's multiple songs that
Dougie
can
Fresh.
help you get your back off of that wall and, let people know that you're dangerous and you're powerful.
Woo!
And when times get tough, sometimes you got to dig down deep. So, the song, Dig Down by Muse. Pump those songs through your speakers. Let it power you to power up.
so that you can get off the bottom. You can get off of, whatever thing is backing you into a corner, whatever obstacles you have to overcome. Know that all you got to do is dig down deep and let the people know that you're dangerous when your back is against the wall and you can do it. So
Boom.
there it is.
There's
Boom.
your yin. There's your yang. There's your motivation. And there's your happy right there. Which one you want?
It's
you
a double
choose.
spank.
You choose.
If you got a song, throw it down below. We'll feature it as an honorable mention in a future podcast.
Always.
So now we're pumping into those power moves of the week.
Power!
What this podcast is all about, baby. Power!
Power moves!
And
Yeet!
so we're going to be accountable. Here's what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to limit my cussing, if not delete it.
Yep.
And then I was supposed to chip in on that honey-do list by taking care of them goats.
Did you?
Darla, I've been taking care of her, my sweet little baby goat. She's like a third of the size of my other goat.
That's awesome.
She's so tiny, but and her sister actually passed away. Rest in peace, baby.
Rest in power.
Her name is Baby because we didn't have enough time to name her because she died so fast. Sad, but we're bringing it up. It's okay. She's all taken care of. Darla's surviving. Got a new baby goat. Her name is Birdie, and she's coming along great. So I helped out with the honey to-do list, and I also got in. My cussing decreased for sure.
Attaboy.
And so it's a work in progress. We're holding each other accountable on this show, and so
we're moving forward with it,
and really in our lives. And
yep.
So my cussing has gone down. It's a continuous improvement. It's been a bad habit for a long time, so I'm working on it.
Yes, sir.
Power move for this week. Something I absolutely love, and I've kind of had my whole life, is some soda, and since 21, occasional alcohol. So I'm going to cut those things out of my diet so I can improve my diet. Something I have a problem with, and maybe you do as well, listeners, is acid reflux. And so the two main things that they ask you to cut out is any alcoholic beverages, mainly beer, because of the calories in its makeup, and soda. Those are the top two things they asked me to cut out. So I'm making a move this week by cutting out soda and cutting out alcoholic beverages. And on a previous episode, I talked about working out. Well, that's only 10% of the battle when you're trying to get down in weight and get physically fit.
Well, down or increase, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Either way, you have to make a diet change.
Yep.
It's that 10% is the working out, but the 90% is the diet and the mentality. So
yes, sir.
That's my power move this week. Chase, how did your power move from last week go?
It went well. Man. The power move of last week was to be more accountable of my people, my loved ones, check in on it more of all people that are close to me during this time of need. And it went well, man. I checked in with a lot of people, shot them texts, and I got great responses from it. People that were very thankful to hear from me and stuff, and get to catch up. So that always was great. So moving forward with that, I'm going to continue to do so. And this power move of the week, the power move is powering up on the Power Move podcast. So, little explanation for the viewers. Power! Oh, sorry. So, for the listeners out there, before me and Doug started this podcast, we probably planned it for about 2 months straight, I would say. Nonstop, every day, every week. We talked about ideas and how we'd get this thing up and going. And we decided what would be the duties of each other. And I've slacked off a little bit on my duties. Not on purpose, because I love each and every one of my babies out there listening. But
all those listeners.
I love all my listeners very dearly, and this podcast means the world to me. But as we all know, life gets in the way sometimes, and you run out of hours in the day. And so the power move next week is to power up the podcast, and that's to get everything organized, get it ready for some great things to come, and make sure I have a game plan in place for that, and to move forward the best way possible for the podcast.
There it is.
Boom.
So next, Chase, you got any more on that?
No.
Before we pump forward.
We're powering up and we're pumping forward.
And we're powering out that pro advice.
Right
advice. I'm going to jump right in.
Do it.
So, if you own a home, or if you're just at home, or if you're just starting your career, something that's important is household budgeting or personal budgeting.
Personal, yeah.
So, make sure you structure. First of all, so here's some tips on household budgeting. First of all, have a goal in mind before you start, and go through your bank statement. what you need to do is download your bank statement, put all of your expenditures, which is all of the money you spend, and all of the money you get in, all of your revenues, into buckets of how you earn that and how you spend that. Divvy it out and create goals for your budget. Maybe you want to put $500 aside each month for a vacation. Maybe you want to put $500 to the side as a nest egg, just in case one of your cars, has a problem and you can't fix it. Have goals, get into your bank statements, put those expenditures and revenues into buckets or banks, and then if you can, work in Excel and create that budget for yourself, or on a piece of paper, create that budget monthly for yourself. You only need maybe 1 to 3 months of data to really figure out where your waste is when it comes to expenditures. A couple of apps that can help if you've got an iPhone or a Google Android phone is Mint. That's a budgeting app that I've used in the past successfully.
I use it. Yep.
There you go. And I Save Money Go is another app. There are tons of free budgeting apps out there. Be careful. Not all of them have your best interests at heart. And look at the reviews, look at everything.
Yeah.
But make sure that you have a household budget, and so that you can build up a savings and start investing in your retirement so that you can meet your financial goals as a human being.
Yep.
And every situation's different. Everybody's in a different income level. Everybody's spending their funds differently. You make the goals that are important to you and you set your budget. But the most important part of setting your budget is holding yourself accountable to that budget that you set monthly for yourself. That's the toughest thing. So discipline can help you reach your goals. And that's my pro advice of the week.
Boom.
Boom.
I love it, man.
Do it.
Basically, it's just know how you're making your money, how much you're making, and where it's going.
Yep.
Be accountable of every dollar that comes in.
Yep.
So whether it's meant to be for waste or not. So, Love it, man. So that kind of goes hand in hand with my pro advice of the week. So I'm going to jump in a little bit on the seller side of real estate here. I know I've talked a lot about buyers because I can be a lot more in depth with buying a house because there's a lot more, T's to cross, I's to dot and stuff. But on the seller side, my pro advice on the seller side would be to have more of an open mind when it comes to listing your home. There's a lot of things that are involved in selling a home as well, where you're going next, how you're going to get there, the time frame, pricing, obviously, how much you're looking to take away, all that good stuff. And what I mean by that is just have an open mind to your real estate professional. They're a professional for a reason. You go to a doctor for a reason. When you're sick, because they're the professional, and when you call a real estate agent, we're the professionals. So be open-minded to what we have to say. I'm not saying we're always right, because we're not. We're humans. We can be wrong sometimes. But what I mean by that is we play a lot of different roles when it comes to being a real estate agent, being a therapist sometimes, being a mentor. Sometimes a $10,000 price reduction may actually be more of a mental health, family health, or a happiness health aspect than the actual monetary value of $10,000. And what I mean by that is some people, their goal starting off to sell their home is to have their kids enrolled in a new school by the time the next fall semester starts. And if you're 4 to 5 weeks out from the fall semester enrollment and you still don't have a contract on your home, maybe it's time to reevaluate it. Is dropping the house $5,000 to $10,000 and what you're going to take away, is that worth meeting your goal of having your kids enrolled in that new school? Or is keeping that price at $10,000 more versus having your kids go halfway through a school year and have to switch schools and not catch that open enrollment? Is that worth that to you? Ask yourself that question, So, money's not everything. It's truly not. Like I said, every situation is different, and you might say, hey, my kids can wait, and that's totally fine. But what I'm saying is just think about it and have an open mind.
Exactly.
Boom. There it is.
There it is. That pro advice from the real estate side and the accounting side. So,
absolutely. Hand in hand.
And now we're moving on to some new subjects. Quick tidbit. We're going to drop a new permanent segment later on this episode.
They ain't ready.
Stick around for that. But right now, drop your favorite memes below because we're going over the top 3.
Meme war
favorite memes of all time. So we're going to go back and forth on this one. Really, I'm going to have Chase list his top 3 favorite memes, and then I'll list my top 3. So we're going to start from 3 and go down. Chase, fire it out. What's position number 3 on those memes for you?
So position number 3 definitely has to be the SpongeBob memes. Anything SpongeBob related being memed is the best. One of my favorite ones is kind of one of the episodes where SpongeBob is kind of bent over and he's got like a weird face on him, almost looks like a bird beak of some kind. And usually people always like really dice up the lettering, uppercase, lowercase, or whatever the font may be. And another one of my favorites is the Patrick touching the orb of confusion, and it's the pictures all like distorted and blurred and stuff like that. And it's like me whenever I see that my mom has come home and I haven't done the dishes yet. And it's all blurred and stuff. So anything SpongeBob related, people turning on their heat, turning on their heat too early, and you see Patrick. Are you stupid, Patrick? No. I'm warm. So anything SpongeBob related is always grade A. Right. So that's number 3. Number 2 actually comes in the form of another cartoon meme. It would be the I don't know if you've seen it, the Dexter's Laboratory.
Oh, I've seen it.
Memes where Dee Dee's whispering something into his ear, and it's like one of them says, Dexter's is whispering it into Dee Dee's ear. Yeah. And she says, one of them is like, what did you say for me to do again after dinner's done? And it shows Dexter, wash them dishes.
Wash them dishes.
Or it's like,
he's doing some country.
Yeah, so yeah. One of them was like,
didn't they do a Roll Tide one too?
Yeah, they did a Roll Tide one. One of them was one of them was like chewing tobacco or something like tobacco, and it's just like it's Southern slangs, it's different things like that. That's definitely one of my favorite ones.
So the Dexters,
because you definitely don't realize some of the Southern slang that we use until it's memed. So number 1.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Numero uno el Chaze.
It's fresh. It's fresh, and that's probably why I'm in it. But, man, I cannot get enough of the Joe Exotic Tiger King. But I can't. Carol Baskins. I cannot get enough of the Carol Baskin. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens.
Yeah.
I cannot get enough of the Joe.
What do you mean? Cover them in sardine oil? Whoa.
Yeah, because they're just going to slobber on it. They want something they can chew on. So, yeah, Tiger King memes have definitely trumped everything.
Top notch.
So, yeah. It's probably because it's new, but right now I can't get enough
That's
of it.
what we're high on.
That's what we're high on. So what about you, Dougie Fresh? What's the top 3 memes fall for you?
Top 3 memes. So right here, number 3, and I had some difficulties making a decision on this. I love all the sports memes that have the star of the team usually, or just one of your favorite players from that team with like, he's got this cigarette in his ear and he's got either sunglasses or a do-rag.
It's usually sunglasses and cigarettes,
chain,
do-rag.
And a cigarette in his mouth. But either way, it says, I don't care what it is, Titans by 17 or Titans by 1. All those sports memes.
I remember one of them was...
One of them said, Tom Brady, Wayne Brady, old lady, Slim Shady. It don't matter, baby. Titans in 1. So I love all those just because it's a cool, like, hype you up thing for your team. And it's funny, too.
I
dig it.
Yep.
It's very thug life. Yep. So I like that. Number 2 is the Bob Ross memes. Oh. So when Bob Ross,
what a classic.
They've got him either sitting in front of the painting being all peaceful and stuff, and then they'll put something aggressive up there. One of them has him like ripping his shirt off and he's jacked and he's got like a palette of paint in his left hand and a brush in his right hand, and it says "Go hard in the paint." I like that one, and it's pretty aggressive. But then my number 1 is the
Number 1.
numero uno el Dugolese.
Woo!
And that's the one with Real Housewives photo on the left.
Yeah.
And then the white cat on the right. And I know it's super overused. It really is. But I love it for a personal reason. I had a cat, Debo. Rest in peace, rest in power. He passed away, but he was all white. And every time I see one of those memes and that cat being kind of thuggish to those ladies and whatever they say,
Yeah.
I think of Debo, still being alive, talking some smack to people. So it's special to me, and that's why it's numero uno.
I love. I remember one of them. The lady was saying real estate agent, and the cat said realtor.
Realtor. Boom.
Realtor.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
Always
so
correct.
honorable mention to one of the classic memes of all time too is the meme where the couple is holding hands and another like female's walking by and the dude's like,
yeah,
he's like looking back at it.
Yeah.
And so like one of them was like, was Tom Brady was the guy, the Patriots was the girl, and the new girl was walking by, and it was Bruce Arians, and it said full control of the Buccaneers.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, yep, that's awesome. So there's your top 3 memes of all time.
Boom.
Drop us a comment below of what's your favorite memes.
Yeah.
So many.
Or even throw some memes.
Don't throw any shade, but I mean.
Yeah, we appreciate all the memes.
All memes, memes, however you want to call it. But.
Memes.
Boom. There you go.
Memes.
Love it.
So, everybody, everybody has that dream of, what do you want to do if you weren't doing what you were doing or after what you're doing, that dream business idea.
Dream job.
Yeah. Dream job, dream thing that you want to do. And so, what we thought would be a good topic is the dream business and what would we do in the operations of that business.
Yeah.
So to kick it off, I'll go ahead and kick it off.
Do it.
Number 1, I would love to just do this podcast.
Oof.
I look forward to it every single week. I enjoy doing it. I would combine
You're
it with
fired up always for the listeners, ain't you, dog?
Oh yeah, I'm top notch.
Fine!
Hopefully y'all are top notch about me too. But I'm excited to just give what I've got to you.
Yeah.
So I'd like to pair that up in my dream business. I would do motivational speaking as well, and just really share the things I've been through. And I think that this podcast would also be an additional avenue onto that, and that's what I would do as a dream business. So bonus dream business would be build a shop, and we would build some race cars out of there. And we would just race, really for fun, but I would like to be the driver. I would like to drive the car.
So the driver and the operator. I mean, the driver and the owner is what I'm saying.
The driver and the owner, but I would also, kick it with the boys while we're building the race car and learn.
So what kind of, like drag cars or what?
Dude, it could be...
Oval cars?
I would love to do
dirt track?
Drag cars, but also like road course, like Gran Turismo.
Nice.
Type deal, or like kind of like playing Forza the video game, or Gran Turismo the video game. I love those road courses. The reason
rally cars, off-road
I would love to do rally. Yeah, I think that would be
build
awesome.
Some like big Subarus and stuff.
That would be awesome, dude.
That would go hard in the paint.
It would be so hard in the paint. And the reason I've got the 1LE is because it's built for the track.
Yeah.
Camaro 1LE. So I have that because I want to go to the National Corvette Museum racetrack, learn from a pro coach there. It's kind of like the thing I want to do with the car. So, awesome. That's the deal. I would love to just race a car, hang out with my boys. Wesley Derryberry would be my engine builder. Keith from Muletown Dyno would help us test the power we're putting down. He's also built some race cars.
What'd you say?
Keith from Muletown Dyno
would help you do what?
See how much power we're putting to the wheels, baby.
What to the wheel?
Power.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Power.
There we go. Power.
Horsepower.
Power
to the wheels.
In the form of horses. Power.
Wheel horsepower. So not real horsepower. Wheel.
Wheel.
WHEEL. But anyways, that's what I would love to do, and we would all work together and kind of do that. We'd have the pod in the upstairs and the race
pod
team
studio
in the downstairs.
And the pod could play through the speakers as you're working on the car.
It really could. There you go.
and other pods.
Yep. And we could also just
Because we're a pod family.
burn rubber on the random
Boom.
for America and all that is.
That could be like a whole pod episode. It's just like, just click record and just start going. That was a diesel, but that's it. That's here nor there. That's awesome. So,
There it is.
dream
Dream
podcaster and dream race car enthusiast
Boom.
and builder.
There it is.
Love it.
I would love to do that after my career. I love what I do now, but those are the dreams afterwards.
Nice.
Boom. How about you, Chaze?
Well,
Put it out there.
I'm gonna follow you up, and I think we've got something cooking in the works, like a good solid steak on the grill. And what we're gonna do is you're gonna open up your race car.
Sounds delicious.
You're gonna open up your race car avenue and business and building, and I'm just gonna attach myself to it. Or I mean, if you
Bigger shop.
bigger, better, stronger.
Powerful.
So
Not like
I want to have a custom truck, four-wheel drive. I mean, obviously some slam trucks as well, but man,
When do we start,
just
though?
trucks. Yeah, when do we start? That's right. That's
awesome.
So, man, I've loved custom automotive as long as I can. I think as long as I can remember. I've spent a lot of money. I've wasted a lot of money. Made a good bit of money on custom automotive, custom trucks. I'm on my 13th truck now. And I'm
Lucky number 13.
lucky number 13. It won't last much longer.
Ouch.
But out of 12, I've designed and built about 7 or 8 of them.
Nice.
So something about it is just it's just I love it. I can't get enough of it. So if you open up my Instagram and like scroll through my feed 2 or 3 times, I guarantee there's going to be like out of 15 posts, 12 of them or 13 of them are going to be trucks.
Sexy trucks.
So yeah, so that's my aspect of it. As far as my deal and operation, I don't want to be. I really don't. I don't want to be a wrench turner in the back. I don't want to. Now I will help out when needed. But I just love people. I love people too much, so I want to be up front. I want to be handling customers. I want to be gaining new customers out in the public and, kind of spreading the word and helping people design vehicles, that aspire to have some custom and something different, something to express, what their style is, but just don't know how to do it yet. And if I can help them do that, man, I've had a lot of buddies of mine call me to ask to, help them build their truck. So, like, I don't care what I'm doing. I'll drop whatever I'm doing to do that. So, love that. Love the custom trucks.
I think you'd be great at that design part.
I'd love it, man. I'd love it. So, like you, I kind of have a second passion, too. It kind of goes hand in hand. I love food. I love people, and I love good drinks. And the way you pair that, and then the way you pair that all together is a high quality bar and grill, little sports bar and grill. I'd love to own and operate a sports bar and grill. Obviously, kind of like Jonathan's. That's why I love Jonathan so much. But number one for sure, I would definitely want to be in the forefront of it all because I just love people. I mean, it goes just like I said about trucks. I just love people too much. And that's a perfect gathering, right? Is going out and having drinks with your buddies and your friends and your family and having a good meal. And man, I feel like everybody comes to a restaurant to have a good time.
The Power Move Gastropub Bar and Grill.
There it is.
Boom.
There it is. So, I do. And like I said, my role in the operation is I would want to be an owner and a operator. I would not just collect my money at the house and just see the checks coming in from I would be there every day. And if I had to help the servers run food because we're behind, then I'm going to do it. If I need to step behind the grill, I'll go do it. Right. But otherwise, I just want to be there and interact with the people. If I was to own a restaurant, there would be no questions about it who owned that restaurant. You'd be like, you know what? It's Chase Blanchard over there in the corner, chowing down on some buffalo dip and drinking the Michelob Ultra,
And
so
talking to all the customers.
And talking to all the customers, I mean, the ones that, how's your meal doing? Like I want for you to come in there and me know you on a first name basis and ask you how your mom and your kids are doing.
Big shout out right now Amigos in Spring Hill.
Yes.
That's a business. Every time you go in there, you know who the owner is. And he is taking care of you. He is your friend from the second you sit down to the 50th time you've sat down.
We'll always just dap you up like you're his brother or his cousin or, family
hello,
or
my
anything.
friend,
hello, my friend, every time. How's it going,
Lopez?
my friend? Noe Lopez. If I butchered your name, I'm sorry.
Yeah, same here.
But
huge
outstanding guy, outstanding business. Open up their 3rd location, so he obviously knows what he's doing.
Lewisburg, right? Chapel Hill, Spring Hill, Middle Tennessee.
Boom.
Go see Amigos. They take care of you.
Absolutely. What do you get? What do you get there?
Ooh, dude. Depends. It could be ACP. It could be chimichanga.
Really?
It could also be fajitas.
I'm just not a fajita guy, but ACP all the way.
Love
chicken, cheese, and rice.
Love
Boom.
ACP.
Ultimate snack. Snack.
Power move there.
That's awesome,
ACP
dude.
is a power move.
ACP is the total
just
power
like
move.
the power move gastropub and grill.
Gastropub?
Yeah, because you could have a nitro beer tap. Just like in...
Woo!
It's pretty neat, yeah.
Boom.
It adds a certain... zing to what you
get. And, if I owned it, talking about that, I would have like an outstanding Wi-Fi in my building. That way you can come and work. Like coffee shops are meant to come in there and be productive and they have good internet. I would want that to be my bar and restaurant.
What if you had like a lounge area just for that?
Boom. You want to be a co-investor?
I do. If I had an honorable mention as a 3rd one, bar and grill's always been up there.
Oh, you did. I'd love to. Love to.
Boom. There it is.
Well, you know what I also love to do? I love to introduce new segments on the Power Move Podcast.
I like to talk about new segments. What is it? Tell the people what
it is. It is KMP, and that is Kiss, Marry, and Punch. So for all of our listeners, we're here for a new segment here that we want to continue on a week-to-week basis on all of our episodes. For all of our listeners, you've probably heard the rated R version of this game, but we're here about positivity and we're not about that life. So we're gonna do a segment.
Kiss, Marry, Punch.
Kiss, Marry, Punch, and the way it works out is we're gonna have three subjects beyond a topic.
Yep. Could be anything.
Could be anything, and you got to choose one of each. So you're gonna choose either to kiss that, marry it, or punch it. So. Doug, let's lead it off, man. So for the first segment of KMP,
athletes we consider goats.
Goats of their profession.
So we've got 3 power athletes today.
Power athletes of our generation.
From the NBA, at a height of 6 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 250 pounds, a legend in his own right, LBJ. LeBron James.
LeBron James. Yeah, that's a meme right there.
So there you go. The meme LeBron James. I mean, no, the real LeBron James. Next up, from the PGA, we got Tiger Woods. So we've got Tiger Woods for the PGA, and reigning from the Michigan Wolverines, from California, the six-time
extra finger needed
Super Bowl champion
TB12,
the GOAT, Tom
Brady.
L. Thomas Brady the 7th of Dorchester, or just Tom Brady.
Brady.
He's the GOAT. There it is. So these are the 3. Chase and I have to kiss one, we got to marry one, we got to punch one, or at least we have to choose of those things that we're going to do. Because, I mean, odds of us actually getting to see any of these people, slim
to none.
But LeBron, Tiger, or Tom, if you're out there, we are the Power Move Podcast. Hit us up, send us an email at thepowermove@gmail.com, and we'll get you on here. Boom.
No worries. We'll reserve a spot for you.
Yeah.
We'll have to clear our schedule, but we'll get you on here.
We'll make a sacrifice.
And so for all our listeners too, this is all for fun. We don't take this seriously.
Yeah, we're married.
We'll kiss a dude. We're gonna kiss a dude. We're gonna kiss a non-human thing. If we do that, I mean, it's just for fun.
We're just showing.
Don't take it too seriously.
What we super.
Yeah.
It's just a topic.
Yep.
It's just a discussion. But it's permanently here, baby. So give us the topics down below that you want to see in the comments.
Yeah, drop us three topics or 3 subjects to talk about, and we'll do it.
Yeah, give us anything. It could be from anywhere. Keep it appropriate for the pod.
Yeah,
But other
for
than
sure.
that, as long as it's appropriate, you can see it on a future episode.
No doubt.
So,
Ringing in strong.
I'm ready.
Ringing in
Let's
strong,
go.
Dougie Fresh.
I guess I'm going to start. I'll start with LeBron.
Oof.
And I'm going to drop him like a sack of potatoes. I'm going to punch him.
Woo! LeBron's getting a punch. Power punch.
I'm going to crack his jaw like the Liberty Bell.
Woo!
And
Ding! Freedom.
The reason is I do feel like LeBron is excellent in his craft. But I would also say that when things don't go well, LeBron's kind of a crybaby. He kind of gets a little upset. Not to mention that maybe some of our others do, but I know LeBron does. And I feel like sometimes after watching his tweets and his Instagram,
He likes to be the star.
He likes to be the star, and he rides the blame train. And you know, he's very individualistic, and I think you have to have some sort of level of selfishness to be great.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's a team sport. You got to lean on your team, and you know, I just think that is something that I don't like. So I'm gonna punch him. I'm gonna drop him like a sack of potatoes, crack him like the Liberty Bell.
Boo! Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Boom.
Well, I'm gonna run the punch train, the punching bag, and so out of LeBron James, Tiger Woods, and Tom Brady, get your boxing gloves on, Tiger, because we're going round and round. We're going round and round, brother. I'm gonna punch Tiger Woods straight in the jaw and give him a big old slice of humble pie. So we all Tiger Woods is arguably one of the greatest golfers of all time, behind probably or alongside Arnold Palmer,
Jack Nicklaus, Freddie Couples,
Yeah.
all the greats.
All the greats, but he's in the topics of conversation. But we all know Tiger's past. We're not going to talk about it because we're about positivity on this podcast.
And power.
Power too. But he made some power moves and he recovered.
Yeah.
But you know what? He probably, by some person, we don't know who, somebody in his life had to give him a power punch, right?
Yeah.
So they had to get him on the right track. And whether that was himself giving him a punch, something had to punch him in the face and was like, "Yo, dude, let's pick your crap back up and let's go win a Masters tournament like you did back in the day." And that's exactly what he done.
Boom.
So kudos to him, like you said, a goat of his craft and the golf game. Winning, coming back from injury, coming back from the quote unquote scandalous or allegations or charges or even admitting to his wrongdoing and injury.
Yeah.
He come back from it, but he had to get a punch. So you know what, Tiger, we want to make sure you stay on the right track. So I'm gonna punch yourself right in the face.
It's a power punch out.
It's
of love.
a power punch for love, baby. It's tough love.
Nothing but love.
It's nothing but love. So it's a little piece of humble
We don't
pie.
want you to fail again.
We just
so we're
want
gonna
you. We
jack
don't want
up
you
a
to
little
fall.
bit.
We just want to jack you up a little bit.
All right.
So yeah, Tiger gets the punch for me.
So I'm going for a double deuce now. I've got kiss and marry left because
Yep.
I've already, like I said,
You done roughed up LeBron James
crack LeBron's
Like an
jaw
egg.
like the Liberty Bell.
like an egg.
So now
Scrambled.
we've got Tiger Woods and Tom Brady left. So here it is. I'm going to kiss Tiger Woods. He was my mentor growing up for the golf game. I read his book, not his book, but his and Earl Woods, his father's book, Training a Tiger, which Earl Woods has passed. Rest in power. Rest in peace. And so I'm going to kiss him because he did motivate me when I was younger to get to be the golfer that I am today. And I just looked up to him. He's brilliant. I feel like he could have been an excellent multi-sport athlete, as many of these others could be. Top of his game, and other than the one thing and the big one thing, I think he's an honorable man that took his mistake right on the chin. Yeah. So I'm gonna kiss him for that. I'm gonna encourage his good behavior rather than punch him to keep it on it. And if he makes a mistake, we could change him to punch later.
Yeah, we will.
And for marriage, I'm going to marry the Wolverine. I'm going to marry Tom Brady.
Ugh.
He's the GOAT. He's TB12.
Wolverine.
Can you think of anything wrong that he's done?
No, you can't.
Well, the only thing you come up with is Deflategate, and he wasn't personally over there with a pump
No.
deflating
I
balls.
think he was
and he
aware-
still threw the same balls as the other quarterback did.
I think he was aware of it. I really do think he was aware, but I don't think. I mean, he was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go out and do my thing. You know?
Yeah, I'm just here to do my job.
If they want to deflate it, whatever.
If these balls feel funny, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and
Still gonna chuck it.
yeah, I'm still
They're
gonna
gonna drop
throw
some dimes in the end zone.
I'm gonna still throw around some sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their heads. So that's Tom Brady right there. You know, he's the GOAT, 6-time Super Bowl champion, 199th pick in the draft, overcame all odds, supermodel as a wife.
So that means you're a supermodel.
Pretty much. And
Yeah.
he elevates my game. I feel like being Tom Brady's marriage, partner there
Yeah.
would bring me from like, okay, you're doing this good. Oh well, now
Let's
you're
achieve greatness.
Now you're 6
Let's
time.
achieve GOAT status.
Now you're the 6-time accounting Super Bowl champ.
Yeah.
But anyways, I feel like Tom Brady would elevate me, and that's why I'd marry him. So there it is. Boom.
Boom.
There's my
Run it.
trips. Kiss, marry, punch. I'm jacking up LeBron James with a big uppercut and right hook.
Jacking up James.
I'm just jacking him up, and then I'm giving Tiger Woods a little itty bitty baby kiss on his sweet little baby cheek, telling him to stay a good boy and be good. And then I'm marrying Tom Brady because he's the GOAT, and there's just
That's what you do.
I can't
You wanna
can't
be
find
Mr.
anything wrong.
You want to
with
be
the
Mr. and Mrs. GOAT?
Yeah. So there it is.
That's
Chazé,
awesome.
what's your double deuce right now?
Double deuce. So obviously I'm roughing up Tiger Woods, give him a little slice of humble pie, make sure he stays on the right path. Little hard knocks, little hard love.
Crack.
So I'm the dude's pure sex appeal from the time he entered his profession out of high school. LeBron James. I'm giving that sweet sweet God's perfection of an athlete a kiss. Just a sweet little kiss because it's like, man, you're just pure sex appeal, man. And I could say, look, man, I kissed Tom. I kissed LeBron James.
You can.
I mean, well, obviously, when I get to my marriage, we'll talk about that. But yeah, dude. I mean, LeBron James is like the epitome of like a God-given athlete, just chiseled all the way. I mean, you can't. When you create a player on any video game, you don't even create him as good as LeBron. I mean, 6'8", agile, strength, speed, all that. So you just want to kiss it because you're really gonna be jealous. Like he's so talented as an athlete. Not to say the others, but it's like he's way taller than me. He's like faster than me, bigger than me, stronger than me. So I'm like, I'm gonna feel underwhelmed. Kind of want to stay in my lane a little bit.
Maybe overwhelmed.
Yeah, stay in my
Like
overwhelmed.
He'd be too
yes,
much
yeah,
for you.
you'd be. Did I say underwhelmed? Yeah,
Yeah.
It'd be way too overwhelming. Yeah, he's.
It's a
So I
lot
just
to
need to stay in
handle
my
right
lane, and so I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm gonna marry Tom Brady. so
So you're gonna flirt with LeBron but marry Tom Brady.
yes, yeah. LeBron's just the one like you buy a whiskey shot and just like give him a little peck.
Whiskey sour.
Yeah, whiskey sour. And Tom Brady's the one that you like. You send a what do you call it? A Chardonnay down there.
You say
You trying to
the top.
You're
top
trying to get
rack.
to know his history.
Yeah,
You know?
you're like
You're trying to
so
get to know his life, what he's passionate
Yeah.
about.
Well, hey, they always say like you marry, the person that's like your soulmate, right?
Right.
That you get to know and you really feel a connection with.
But I mean, so we do agree on that. I mean, Tom Brady obviously married a supermodel, so that makes me a
and went to the
supermodel.
best college football team campus on earth too.
That's not factual. But
You might as well be the Wolverines, dog.
So TB12 obviously is a perfectionist, so he's going to put in 110% to your marriage.
Yep.
He doesn't mind a challenge, so
He's faithful.
When days are challenged, he's faithful. He took pay cuts for so many years at the Patriots, so he's obviously faithful. When the Patriots weren't willing to put in 100%, he put in 110%. So like he's all in for your marriage. He seems like a good family man. So does LeBron James. Let's definitely put that out there. LeBron James seems like an awesome family man. So does Tom Brady. He also seems like he just keeps a really clean house. Not that the others don't. Again, he probably. I could see
with
Tom
like
Brady
a magic eraser.
hand washing his dishes after he eats his like $80,000 filet mignon.
Every little speck was taken care of.
Yeah.
On that plate.
So yeah, I mean, he just now he may seem like a dull sometimes here and there, but you know what? He's rock solid. And he's gonna stay loyal and faithful for you.
If
for
he
a long time.
retires, I think he'd have an excellent career in accounting.
He would. So there you
So
go.
detailed.
I'm marrying Tom Brady, punching Mr. Tiger Woods, and I'm kissing little LeBron James.
Boom. There it is, people.
There it is.
You've got the answers. Drop a comment below. Future topics, whether it's sports teams.
Or what would be your kiss, Mary punch
actors.
out of those?
Yeah,
LeBron,
yeah.
Tiger, and Tom.
What would be your decisions and why? If you want us to do music artists, actors, whatever, just anything. As long as it's appropriate, it's got a chance of being on the show. So, shout out, everybody. Thank you for listening. This was the Power Move Podcast. We out of here. I want to say happy birthday to Ava Bruni, and happy birthday to Yasmin Cox. Big birthdays for them. Birthday shout out. And thanks for tuning in. Chase, you got anything before we head out?
I mean, you said it best. We really mean, I know we say it with every episode. We put it with every description when we upload an episode. We really thank you guys so much for listening. You heard Doug earlier, the dream business. I mean, doing this podcast will be a dream of his for a living. We really enjoy it so much, you guys listening. So whether it be 2, 3, 4, 4 people to 500 to 1,000, we just thank you so much for listening. We thoroughly enjoy getting in this podcast room and shooting it for you guys. We hope you're bringing something, at least thing positive out of it. Positive, motivational, anything, but more or less positive and bringing it into your life. So thank you so much for listening on the Power Move Podcast. We'll see you next time.
Deuces!
Deuces!